Hello, everybody. My name is Brandon Gaines, the host of Unite the Podcast, and I am joined by Julian, Isaac, and Jaydyn for tonight because other people don't want to join us for some odd reason. So, yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself, boys.
Once again, I am Jaydyn Dempsey, the bestest friend of the host of the show. Also, his the most annoying person in his life as well.
Yes.
I'm Julian. I am the host's local big fan of Justice. And yeah.
Are we all opening with
I guess.
Exactly.
Yep.
We have stage fright. We'll get over it after like maybe the 20th.
See the title.
Actually, no.
Unite the Podcast.
I'm Isaac.
We are the very unnerved
Dorothy.
United the podcast.
Yeah.
Are you Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park?
Oh my god.
Life.
Oh my god.
Jeff Goldblum. Yes.
I'm also a big fan of Justice.
Yes. All right, we can stop doing all this stuff. Okay. All right. So, guys.
Speaking of scientific stuff, though, Godzilla vs. Kong.
Of course, dude. That's why we're here today. We are here to talk about Godzilla vs. Kong. But so this podcast is gonna be a little different, guys. This is like two parts, really. So there's four of us right now tonight recording our, like not reactions, but like expectations for this movie and predictions. And then we're gonna have a little break. We're gonna have a little sponsorship. And then after that, we'll be having a full-on spoiler review on the movie, which probably won't come out for like a week. So what?
We're reading spoilers.
Yeah.
We're going to do spoilers after.
Yeah, after everyone's watched the movie.
Now.
Yeah.
I don't want to know spoilers.
What do you no?
We're not going to know them.
Watch the movie.
We're gonna watch the movie,
and then we talk about.
We're debating the movie, and then we talk about the spoiler.
Okay.
Oh,
you think we're that stupid that we like?
Yeah.
Contact the Chinese and we're like, hey, can y'all give us the answers to the test and everything?
No,
we're not doing that shit.
I'm not doing that. And besides, spoilers, yeah, they're already out there because
yeah, I know. I've been
Wednesday,
avoiding them like all hell.
Yeah, like last Wednesday's like, here you go. All the other countries are gonna get the movie. Even Mexico.
It's always like those last few
God.
days before the movie comes out. You got to be on your freaking game of avoiding certain movie spoilers. I remember back when Endgame happened.
Dude, Infinity War and Endgame were like the days where I legit just call off social media for like 3 days because, well, not Endgame because Endgame I watched the opening night, so I was completely fine. But Infinity War I had to wait like 2 fucking days because we had the musical. Remember, Jaydyn, or whatever we had?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the show, so it was really, oh my god, it was so bad. But yeah.
I somehow avoided spoilers. That was ridiculous.
Oh my god, dude.
Like playing hopscotch.
But everyone here in this chat right now is Team Kong. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Team Kong.
Team Kong.
But if you need me to play devil's advocate, I can do it if you need me to.
Team Kong for the win.
Am I Team Kong?
Yeah, you said you were Team Kong, dude.
Did I though?
Yes!
Team Mothra, it's too late.
Yeah, it's too late.
I don't
Team
think I
Mothra.
ever said that.
What? You're lying. You've always said you've been Team Kong.
Are you Team
No.
Kong, yes or no?
Alright, are you Team Kong?
I grew up on Godzilla, dude. I told you that, remember?
And yeah, but then you said you
looks
like
we're
Kong.
gonna have our fight
Oh
after.
my god, I hate this so much already. But, yeah.
So, okay, let's think about this first, though. We're obviously, the majority of us, are Team Kong.
Yes.
But do we think he's going to win? Is it more like we want him to win and we think he's going to win?
I-
Or we want him to win,
I
but we don't know if he's going to win.
let me put this out there right now. I do not think either of them are gonna die.
Of course, no. None of them are gonna die.
I don't know.
Because...
There's
the
no
director
way
say
there's
it's
gonna
gonna
be
be a
a
clear
definite winner.
Okay, here, let
Didn't
me...
the director say there was, though?
I feel like Kong is gonna destroy Godzilla after a few, like, 2-3 maybe fights, and then Mechagodzilla, that was confirmed by the latest trailer, is gonna come in, and then Kong is gonna totally destroy Mechagodzilla, but is almost killed by Mechagodzilla in the meantime.
Alright.
That's my personal prediction.
They're probably
I
going to
don't
pull the Batman v Superman, where they're going to fight. Zilla's going to win one fight, and then Kong's going to win the other fight. I don't know which one's going to happen
Probably
in.
something like that.
I
And then, like, they're gonna gear up for the final battle. Midway through, Mechagodzilla shows up, and some crazy mad scientist is heading him up. So then Godzilla and Kong are both kind of like, well, shit, dudes. And then they take on Mechagodzilla. One giant epic fight. They kill him. Godzilla just for some reason goes back to the water, and Kong doesn't really care to chase after him. So they kind of just view it as okay, everything's good now, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. But I honestly think because we in the trailer we saw them, they fought in the aircraft carrier. I definitely know for sure Godzilla is gonna win that fight because you're in the fucking ocean and that's like his habitat. So I think Kong's
gonna get beaten down first.
Pretty much. I still honestly think, even though I'm Team Kong, I still think Godzilla might win. Godzilla is.
I don't want him to win.
I know, because we've only got like what 2 movies on Godzilla, and he's like 1, like he's like OP. So of course we don't want him to win, but I just still think that I don't think he'll lose. Even with the axe to negate his powers, I think like maybe there's a chance for like Kong to like put him down, not kill him, but like probably knock him out. You need to understand,
Kong has the intelligence game. When it comes down to it, you can have all the big muscles that you need in the world, but the brain is going to be the strongest muscle at the end of the day.
You're right about that. And of course, not Godzilla. King Kong has bigger fucking arms. He doesn't have T-Rex kind of arms with that Godzilla has. But,
yeah, he can reach a lot further. Granted, that laser can. I mean, who knows? Maybe Kong can take that laser for all we know.
Maybe. But he was able to take. He was able to tank what's it called, the napalm in Kong Skull Island. So, but he did pass out afterwards. But he was just a teenager. So he's like a grown ass man with a beard. So I think maybe Kong will at least win one battle, and I think if Mechagodzilla will show up, I think Kong should get that kill. To be honest, because I don't know,
monkey.
Because I know
They're
that
probably gonna both get that kill.
Yeah, because I know for sure. Director Adam Wingard, he said there will be a clear winner. Who's gonna win? Because.
Which I'm hoping he's being legit.
Yeah, because I know. Because, like, Batman vs. Superman, Batman was, like, the clear winner.
He was about to win, and then...
Yeah, he was gonna win, but then, like, Martha... So...
Yeah, then Martha Stewart showed up.
I think, like, whoever wins, and then Godzilla shows up, and he's like, yeah, I'm too powerful for you, because, haha, you're so tired. And then whoever wakes up or doesn't die or whatever can like help bring him down. But I don't know. That's just how it's gonna be.
Like, do you think there's gonna be like other hidden kaijus in this?
Well,
like I don't know.
I'm really hoping at least Rodan or like all the other Titans that showed up in the last movie like kind of have a cameo appearance. And of course we saw that like Warbat flying snake cobra thing in the trailer. So there's that.
You know what would be a pretty nutty thing? It's not gonna happen, but it'd be kind of cool.
What?
It like Mechagodzilla shows up and everything, they start fighting, and they see Pacific Rim shows up.
Oh my god! I see Gypsy Danger, like, hey, what's up? And then he just starts killing dudes. I'm like, dude, no.
Can we talk about King Ghidorah?
Oh, I've been wanting to talk about that. So I think, because remember, you guys saw the post-credit scene for King of the Monsters, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have a feeling that his head that they find is somewhat
the
connected.
Organization.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna be used to help create Mechagodzilla.
Definitely,
I'm pretty sure it's an evil corporation, which is gonna be interesting to see 2 monsters team up against the corporation because it's like
it's probably gonna be it's probably gonna be the same eco-terrorist group.
Apex,
because they weren't all.
Yeah, they're called Apex because all us humans are Apex Predator, even though like. No.
Yeah.
You get stomped on.
I feel like the
fucking
symbolism this franchise is going for is a little on the nose and kind of cringy, but I feel like they at least know that for the most part, they know what we're here to see is these giant monsters dying and stuff. Yeah. And I feel like after killing Bryan Cranston in the first movie, it kind of became like, okay,
my God, well, I did not like
you
that one bit.
You kind of threw your human characters out pretty early. So can we at least get Godzilla and like Kong and all these other people going? Granted, I like Kong Skull Island a lot better than I like Godzilla.
Oh yeah, I love Kong Skull Island. That's like
the Godzilla movies were kind of boring.
Yeah, Kong Skull Island is my favorite one because like
me too.
There's a little bit more fights and you could kind of care for the human character, especially John C. Reilly. I really liked his character.
But they were a lot more likable and they had a lot more screen time together. Like they had more characteristics. Like you had one guy from Detroit. I feel like you had a lot more well-known actors too. You had like Tom Hiddleston in there.
Half the
You
Marvel
had,
universe.
Essentially,
Yeah, half the
Yeah.
MCU just showed up in like the King Kong movie. You had Corman Day from Guardians of the Galaxy. You had Sam Jackson, aka Nick Fury. You had Loki. You had Captain Marvel. Like,
God.
you had all these people showing up to fight Harambe, and it was like,
Yeah, Harambe.
this thing ever.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'll say this: like that movie was pretty damn good in my opinion. Like, it was of course not high art by any means, but
Yeah,
I
but
feel for like the
it's-
thrills they were going for, it was
Yeah.
pretty damn good.
It was still, I really enjoyed the movie. King of the Monsters, I would say, is a beautiful movie compared to all the other ones. Like the
Oh, yeah,
cinematography
definitely.
and like
Oh, yeah.
everything was so good. The monster fights were pretty good. They could have been a little bit better, but it's still a really good fucking movie. Of course, the characters
You
are
look at,
really
like-
annoying. Oh my god.
You look at the shots like in that movie. I'm not gonna lie, it looks like wallpaper stuff. Like, I'm being
Oh, yeah.
serious. If you Googled like kaiju stuff or like Godzilla or like just any of the monsters in there, and I'm pretty sure like it's gonna be stuff like that in that movie that would show up for your wallpaper, like images
Yeah.
on Google
Dude,
Imagery. You know what I mean?
I definitely
that
would
was
want
good
that.
stuff. I like the Mothra scene.
Yeah, that Mothra scene is good. I love it.
Ooh.
But if they
Yeah.
need to do this as well in Godzilla vs Kong, they have to somewhat hint at Destroyer, because remember in the last
Oh,
movie
yeah.
they used the oxygen destroyer, and that's basically how Destroyer
Mhm.
was created. They have to hint towards that, because I know there hasn't been any other announced MonsterVerse films after this, which I can understand because like they're not making as much money as they think, so they're trying to figure out, is
Yeah.
Godzilla vs Kong gonna perform?
I feel like when it comes down to it, this franchise only has so much mileage out of just seeing two
Yeah.
giant beings just destroy a city. Like, you
Yeah.
really have to space it out at that point, because if every single year we just get the same monster destroying another big city, you're not going to be able to tell the difference. Just the same skyscrapers getting torn up and
Right, they
everything.
need to branch off and do other.
Yeah, that's definitely
Titan. Yeah.
other Titans. Like, we can't just like focus on Godzilla and Kong. Like, we should get like they
Yeah.
did like a
Well, I feel
Rodan
like-
movie. They did a Mothra movie. They did a Ghidorah movie
They-
even. So
You know,
I feel-
one,
I feel,
okay,
go on.
there's one version of Godzilla that I would really love to see in a movie.
Space Godzilla.
What is it?
Yes, Space
Interesting.
Godzilla.
That's
See, the
interesting.
thing is, when it comes down to like the Godzilla, like this entire monster universe, I will say I give them credit for making it this far, because it's a very tricky thing to like somehow have a movie about these monsters. Because on one hand, people kind of just want to see Godzilla destroy a city, but at that point, you can't really just have a full 2-hour movie of Godzilla just destroying a city. Like, it
Yeah.
would get boring after a bit.
Especially focusing on
So
those
at that
boring
point-
characters. That was kind of a flaw in the first Godzilla movie.
And-
it's
yeah,
named
and that's also the
Godzilla.
problem though, because well, that's the problem though, because if you have to focus on, because you can't focus on Godzilla destroying the city the whole time, so what do you focus on? Well, now you got to focus on humans, but let's face it, that's a lot less interesting. It's very much so boring when you
I
just
mean,
see people
The
trying to
only-
escape and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Well, I think honestly, the only interesting part about like the human side is just the history on how the Titans like came to be and all that. That's like the only interesting thing. But their problems
Yeah,
and
the
stuff.
lore and everything.
The lore is like the most interesting thing in the Monsterverse, in my opinion.
Mhm.
And they have to like.
It's
I think they're gonna go more into that. Apparently, there's been a war between the Kong and Godzilla species, and I'm like, that's kind of interesting. They never
it's
really
also the fact
mentioned
though
that.
that like I feel like the human characters are just not interesting enough. Like, they're just kind of intentionally annoying, it seems. Like, if they were at least like not annoying people, I get the feeling there would be a lot less complaints about the human subplot. It would still get complaints nonetheless, but
Yeah, like.
I just feel like the human characters are a lot more annoying.
They
just
should
seem to have,
at
like,
least-
family drama.
Yeah, they should at least had characters like carry over the movies, you know? Like they are doing that with like I think a couple of characters from King of the Monsters, but they should have had since
Yeah.
Godzilla like have like maybe focus on Ford, Brody, and maybe Bryan Cranston, who they shamefully wasted.
Uh,
Because I like that character, sure he was kinda a little bit bland, but like he could have had an arc throughout the entire like Monsterverse, but they just kinda made new characters as they went. I can understand Kong Skull Island because those people would be like 80 years
Well,
old
yeah,
by
it's-
now. But like
That's
at
like
least
the 60s and everything.
yeah, but you should at least have that one character, and maybe Sarazawa. But like, of course, she's not going to be in this movie. I heard the
The
son's.
thing is though is that I feel like the Kong movies, like the Kong movie at least I feel like that was the characters done right and everything. You know what I mean? And granted, maybe it's just because when it comes down to Kong, the idea of going to Skull Island possesses a lot more interesting things for the humans to do than run
Exactly.
away from Kong.
Because
like there's monsters and everything.
Oh yeah, that's
Godzilla coming to our world, and it's not exactly as interesting when the humans are having to deal with it. So I feel like Godzilla's kind of at like a disadvantage in that realm.
Of course, because
but they still had better humans than Kong.
Of course,
everybody was like way more interesting when, like, at least more charming in their own right. Like Tom Hiddleston, when he pulled out that machete, that was some badass stuff. That was epic.
I mean, that was a Tanto, but it's whatever. I'm not gonna nitpick there.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, he had a blade and he was cutting bitches down, and I was like, that is awesome. Holy shit.
Of course. What else can we say? But do you guys?
I feel like visual effects.
I'm kind of glad that this movie is coming out a bit later, because it was supposed to come out like last year, like last March. Mm-hmm. Of course, pandemic happened. Yeah. So I think they like use that time to like fix the visual effects. So I think that'll be maybe a big improvement, because they've had like another year to like, of course make it, to refine it. But do you guys?
Yeah, we probably had a little more time.
Yeah, but do you guys think that there might be any more movies after this?
Maybe.
I really don't know, to be honest.
I mean,
I feel like it depends on how this ends, but I wouldn't
kaijus.
If this is how it ends.
Kaijus are such big, like classic, like. How do I say this? Kaijus are such a big film. Yeah, they're like. Damn it, sorry. I'm tired. Yeah.
I think like. Oh, go ahead.
No. I'm just trying to think of how to say this.
I would hope to see another like King Kong movie. I think that would be cool. But like how you were saying, Brandon, you want to see like more movies of like different kaijus and stuff, and like in different titans.
Yeah.
The problem is though is that they're not as marketable as Godzilla or Kong. The problem.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
I feel like the only character they really the only one I feel like they probably could have made a movie off of with a decent enough money on a standalone was Mothra, but yeah.
I mean, they could also bring in another kaiju. What's his? Oh, Gamera, because. Yeah, they could definitely do that, because I know, like, I think Gamera was never part of Toho. I don't remember, but I remember they did a death battle.
Gamera.
Gamera is basically a flying turtle.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
It's basically a giant flying turtle who has like this connection to like kids and shit. It was weird. But they could.
Okay, that's a little pedo.
Yeah, but yeah, it's whatever. It was back in like 1950s Japan or something, 1960s. But I mean, they could also create like new monsters. I mean, they definitely did that with King of the Monsters. Like, I want to see a movie about those titans. Like, oh, there's Methuselah, there's Scylla, there's Behemoth, there's fucking Kamazots and all that. So they should definitely.
There's a lot of kaijus to pull from, but. And here's where, again, I'm going to have to say, the problem with the kaiju universe comes down to the fact that they're all kind of just monsters, if that makes sense.
That's the thing.
Like, if you look at that universe versus, like, the superhero universes like Marvel or DC, everybody has different, like, characteristics and personalities. Superman is different from Batman, Captain America is different from Iron Man, and, like, they're all different, so you can get different types of movies out of it. But these monsters all kind of do the same thing. They just roar and destroy a building, like, so you can't really get too much of a different movie out of it. You know what I mean?
I mean, in my opinion, I think you can get at least 2 more movies, at least with Godzilla and Kong. You can get like.
I feel like we're definitely nearing the end of this franchise.
Yeah, I think you can at least get one more Kong movie or a Godzilla movie, but have them like appear, because of course now they know of each other, and then have. I'm hoping. A Destroy All Monsters fucking movie where you just have all the fucking titans like just go berserk and like fight each other, and then whoever wins, or all the fucking titans die, and now it's like, oh, we don't have any more titans, and that's how you could probably end the thing. Maybe that's just how I would end it.
At that point, you just have Pacific Rim. Pacific Rim happen and win the Godzilla universe. You might as well do the crossover. I'm surprised they haven't even done it, to be honest.
But they still have other kaiju.
What if they made a Biolante movie?
Biolante. Yeah, that's the
Biolante.
That's the bitch with the basically like, a giant flying Venus trap. That's basically what she is. Yeah, it's a girl. It's a woman. It's basically Poison Ivy when you think about it. That's who Biolante is. No, I think she could work as a villain, but not like the main villain. Like, of course, I think they should at least get
I
Destroyer.
thought it was a guy, but okay.
No, I think it's a woman. But they should at least get Space Godzilla to be at least a main villain and Destroyer. And then I think
The interesting thing though is that I feel
yeah.
like we are like at least witnessing history with this movie. Like even if it's like 40 years down the road and there's another like, you know, Kong movie or there's another Godzilla movie, there will still always be the fact that like, yeah, but we had our Godzilla versus Kong movie. Like that was the ultimate dream, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
I'm kind of hoping like maybe they kind of realize this is really the most you can go with a franchise built upon just giant animals and creatures destroying cities and everything.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
But I just don't foresee. Movie universes are such a strange thing at
Of
this point in
course,
life. If I'm being honest,
it's
like after
so dumb.
after Marvel did it, like I can understand DC jumping on it because it makes sense. DC would eventually jump onto it. But I kind of found it weird that the Monster Universe happened, and then it was even weirder when the Dark Universe was announced and then ended. Like the
Yeah,
same
and
day.
they with like the same year. But yeah. I feel like two more movies would work.
I feel like there are franchises out there that do kind of lend themselves to a cinematic universe. Like I feel like Mortal Kombat kind of lends itself to that at this point.
I
But,
think
like,
they might do a Mortal Kombat one. They have to at least.
I feel like it would have been kind of. I feel like it would kind of been cooler though if Mortal Kombat was kind of like their Avengers, as in like you have like a Scorpion movie, then you have a Sub-Zero movie, then you have like maybe like a Johnny Cage movie or something like that, and then like you got all these arcs going along, and then they meet up in Mortal Kombat, and that's the movie where you got all these arcs from all their past movies coming in. Then the Mortal Kombat movie happens, and they're all wrapping up, they're all coming together. You know what I'm saying? Like that'd be kind of cool.
That would
Something
be nice.
I would want to see. It'd be cool if like Mortal Kombat movies met the DC movies, or even
Yeah,
like
it's true, they do
like
share
even like
a
an
lot.
Injustice movie. I don't know.
We definitely
We would have gotten an Injustice movie in some, right?
Yeah, we technically would have gotten an Injustice movie this year.
That was discussed in the last episode. Go watch that if you don't.
Yeah. Go watch the first episode about that, about how he wanted that. But what do you guys think? What about you, Julian? What did you say about how many movies do you think that they should make after Godzilla vs. Kong?
That's a tricky question. I think I would want another King Kong movie. I kind of see this as like Godzilla 3, King Kong 2.
Yeah.
So then, like, it could be unofficially part of both of their trilogies. So like a third King Kong movie. But,
I feel like
you were
a Kong
saying,
movie.
not many of them are as profitable as Kong and Godzilla, because like if they pick like some random one, you know, most audiences aren't gonna know who that is.
True.
And it's gonna kind of just be written off as another, you know, Monster Destroys the World movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty
so
much.
Like, I don't know.
Who knows? Maybe if they introduce something in this movie where it's like, oh, it definitely sets up for a future movie, then yeah, we could probably definitely talk about that as well. But this is before the movie, so theories.
It has to be monster related, though.
Yeah,
to be honest, though, because at that point, if you have human related stuff, it's like, what the hell are you doing, dude?
Exactly. The point of Godzilla movie is you have to focus on Godzilla, not.
I will say this: I feel like at this point, though, like I don't know how many people would even like be alive on that planet anymore. Not because of the giant mass amount of chaos, but just probably the sheer stress of the fact that like a monster could literally just spawn out of nowhere at this point, destroy your whole fucking city in like the biggest fiery like blaze you've ever seen. You know what I mean? Like,
that's a lot of money.
You want to live in a world like that? Like if you, like even if you're not on the beach, like even if you're in like freaking Oklahoma or something like that.
Yeah, just
have. And then you hear that like California just got reaped and destroyed and like torn apart by Godzilla. And then you hear there was a giant, like, then you hear it happened again in, like, another Asian country. And then you hear that Godzilla and Kong had a throwdown in, like, Korea or some shit. Do you want to live on that planet anymore? Like, dude, I'd be like, dude, fuck this shit. Like, monsters are coming out of the ground, goddammit.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we're in freaking Arizona. There's nothing really...
Didn't they say, like, the scorpion came out of
there's a giant scorpion.
Yes, Scylla. Yeah, Scylla or whatever freaking name
so
is.
Clearly you're not, like, safe at all in any place at all. So, like, I'm pretty sure after King of Monsters, I think anyone with a sane mind would be like, dude, how do we get off this planet? Even if it's death, I don't want to be here. This is the worst place to live right now.
Yeah, it's just... Oh, my God. That's gonna be hilarious. I wonder how you would live in a world with Godzilla just roaming around and shit. Oh my god. Dude.
I'll tell you what, dude. Timeshares probably went so far down on those places. Like, no one probably wanted to go to Arizona ever again after the freaking scorpion came out of nowhere. Just
yeah, especially I like how it's a scorpion because we get a lot of fucking scorpions there in Arizona.
All the coastal places like California, New York, Florida, they probably lost all the people. Probably moved the fuck out when they.
Yeah, I know. Like,
just walk on their beach one day.
At least, I think they said like the final battle will be like in Hong Kong. I'm like, oh, of course, that's gonna be poor Hong Kong.
King Kong in Hong Kong.
Oh my. King Kong in Hong
King Kong has to win.
Yeah, he's in a city.
He's like, bitch, they named the city after me. You want to see why?
Yeah, oh my god. But no, I'm also like, I'm very interested to see Godzilla during the day fighting, dude. Like, we never see
That is
that.
interesting, yeah. We've never really seen Godzilla during the daytime.
Well, we have. It's just like, he's not fighting. He's not fighting. Of course, the final battle's gonna be at nighttime, but there's a lot of neon lights, so it's gonna look hella colorful. But,
you have to have a night fight. Let's face it, when it comes out to movies, the fights at night is just 10 times more badass than it is during the daytime.
Yeah, but yeah, I can't wait. Team Kong, how with that axe, bro.
One last thing that'd be kind of funny, just in case it ever happens. It's not gonna happen at all. But it'd be kind of funny if it did.
Godzilla drop kicking Kong with using his tail.
No. Godzilla and Kong, whoever wins, and then they turn around, they see Cloverfield.
Oh my god. Cloverfield monster from the Paradox movie. You know how big that motherfucker is, dude? Oh my god.
Just
Cloverfield
like, in general, like that bastard with the freaking TJ Miller like in the first movie and everything.
Oh yeah, just be like, oh shit, and it just get stomped on, and like that's the end of the MonsterVerse. That's why there's so many movies after this. Clover wins.
turns out the MonsterVerse was just a Cloverfield spin-off. It was like,
oh my god, that would be that would be a dumb twist to be able. Oh my god.
People would be pissed, but I would laugh my ass off.
I would laugh. I would honestly laugh like, oh, okay, no wonder why there's no other movies coming out. Fucking Clover killed the two box office boys.
Cloverfield.
Oh,
the Cloververse shows up.
God, but is there anything else before we get into our sponsors for today, you guys?
Team Kong, and I hope to God that
Team
Team
Monkey.
Kong wins.
Team Monkey, and of course Isaac doesn't fucking care.
What?
What team are you on, dude?
Kong.
Zilla.
Oh my god, you and Aiden. My god.
All hail Kong.
I grew up on Godzilla.
I grew up on Kong.
I grew up on Kong.
So
Exactly.
Oh my god. Okay, well, so yeah, thanks for this preview for like our big reveal that's coming in like maybe a few seconds or a few minutes for you guys, but it's gonna take us like a week. So all right, let's get into today's sponsors, and we'll see you guys in about a few minutes. Yeah. All right. Toodles.
Hey guys, have you ever wanted to use a super easy audio recording software? Well, Anchor's for you. It's free. There are unlimited creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcasts or audios for videos, so you don't have to deal with a hassle from really complicated tools. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you from like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can definitely make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast too. You can download it from your mobile phone, free. It's the Anchor app, or you can go to anchor.fm on your computer and download it from there to get started. And now let's go back to the podcast.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back from our sponsor.
It was probably more like, a couple minutes. For us, it's been weeks.
Yeah, it's been like three damn weeks since.
Why did you start it out that way? That's creepy.
Who cares, man? Honestly.
I do.
Remember, this is the middle of the episode, so like, they're hearing your voice, Isaac, and then they're gonna hear, hey. So,
Okay, so we've all seen Godzilla versus Kong.
Yes.
What did we all?
Yeah.
I saw it twice. Dude, that movie was actually really fucking good.
I hated it.
Tell you what?
What?
It actually.
No,
I
I'm
hate
just
it.
kidding. I didn't hate it. I was just a little bit disappointed. But we'll get into that later.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
So
later.
okay, I'll say this: when it comes down to it, I feel like I got what I was expecting out of this movie. Like,
Oh yeah.
I was expecting Godzilla to fight Kong. I was expecting a shitty human storyline. I got both. So
Yeah.
it seems like there was really nothing that surprised me in this movie.
Yeah,
I was
definitely.
expecting Mecha Godzilla. I got Mecha Godzilla. So
Yeah, exactly. I think everyone was. But oh yeah, I forgot to say this is kind of spoilery, but it's been like what 2 weeks since the movie came out. So
I think people haven't had a
yeah,
chance to
so
see it.
I'm pretty sure. Hopefully everyone's
Put a
seen
spoiler
Godzilla
tag
now.
just to be safe, though.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I know one person has seen Godzilla vs Kong, but it's whatever. Anyways, so yeah, looking at the runtime, like I knew okay, they're definitely going to be cutting down some of the human elements because
No.
like
Which
all
is
the- all
good
the other
because the
movies were
acting
like,
sucked.
what?
We're just here to
Millie
see
Bobby Brown is a
CGI.
bad actress. I'm sorry.
We're just here to see CGI monster fights. That's all we want.
They
Screw
even
the
got like
human.
they didn't even get the best Skarsgård brother on the movie. They got Alex. They didn't get Gustav.
Yeah.
Yeah, or Bill. Didn't get Bill on the not even Stella, not even the dad. But yeah, it was good, dude. Team Kong all the way. It was definitely good.
Okay, so let's talk about like the first fight, the freaking battleship fight, as I call it.
Yeah,
or rather the Die Hard reference fight.
Yeah, dude, that fight was fucking unfair, dude. Honestly, I'm like, really?
It was, but
It
I
was
feel
so
like
fucking
for that
Wait,
fight,
which one?
The first one when
the
they
one
fought
where
on the
Kong
aircraft
was on the
carrier.
ocean. Yeah, he was on an aircraft carrier, and then he did the Die Hard reference where the laser went off behind him and jumped off.
Yeah, like it looks like you're crying.
I'll tell you
Julian.
what.
What the hell? Are
I'll tell you what.
crying?
That was a. Why are you crying?
Ah, we're gonna cut that off. But anyways, it looks like you're crying.
What? Who?
Julian, it looks like he's crying.
Me?
Yeah, it looks like you're crying.
I'm crying? I'm not crying.
It looks like you're
Dude, the
crying.
movie was so good. He's
Yeah,
crying
he's
just thinking
crying.
about it.
No,
It does look like he's crying.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I'm not
So, okay, but anyways, though, that fight was pretty good.
Yeah, I liked
I
it.
feel like, especially for being outnumbered, like outgunned the way he was, Kong actually did pretty good
Yeah,
in that
he put up a good fight, especially underwater. Let me know Ghidorah didn't.
Yeah,
fucking,
he
he
kicked
did
his
shit.
bitch ass out. He was like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, dude, I'm surprised Kong knew how to swim.
Well, I
Nah,
mean,
that doesn't surprise me. Skull Island, like, had.
it's an island.
I'm pretty sure he knew. Yeah.
But like, you think he went to the beach? Like, yeah, I'm gonna go swim around for like. I'm pretty
Probably.
Sure,
He probably tried
Yeah.
escaping.
But
Yeah.
no, I'm pretty sure he was. I don't fucking know, but yeah, that fight was really good. Even the way it was like shot, like it was still pretty fucking good. Like you get it from like, there was this one shot like right after like Kong punches Godzilla in the face and Godzilla just bitch slaps him. You could like see the camera when Kong falls on the aircraft carrier. You can see the camera like go underwater for a bit and come back right out. I'm like, damn, that's actually. It just shows the weight of the battle. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, how the hell is the aircraft carrier carrying like 200,000 tons worth of fucking meat?
Yeah, that's
Monkey.
what I was like, saying that thing when he's like jumping from ship to ship like that. Like a couple of them blew up, but some of them didn't. And I was like, how the heck are those ships surviving Kong full weight jumping on those things?
Yeah, dude, like, God, dude, that was great.
So yeah, that fight was pretty good. There's not much more else to say about it except like the fight was really fucking good.
Yeah,
you know
the
what I mean?
fights were pretty. It was pretty fucking good. And then
I'll tell you what, though, I did not expect this movie. I'll give this movie credit in terms of its plot. I had no idea they were going to do the Thor storyline from Avengers: Infinity War, where he has to go off and get a freaking
yeah, they basically
axe.
that's what they basically did. Like, yeah, we're gonna go to a different place that like exists in the legends and like get an axe. And I'm like, oh,
That actually surprised me quite a lot. I was not expecting him to have to get an axe, which I mean, I guess it makes sense. You're gonna have to give Kong like a weapon, and out of both of them to use, it would be Kong to use a weapon.
Yeah.
like I thought like in the first battle maybe he would have like ripped off his dorsal plate, and then like yeah.
I think that's what the axe is made of. It
Yeah,
looks like.
no, it's made out of the Godzilla's dorsal plate, like one of his ancestors. So
Hmm.
I thought
Now
like,
there's a prequel.
yeah, I thought there was gonna be like because when we saw in the trailers, like he was like "Oh," hit him in the face. I'm like, okay, that's his
that
dorsal
one-
plate.
Let's screw them up when it happened.
Yeah, that kind of dude. Godzilla got pissed the fuck off. Okay, but going to Hong Kong battle, I get it, Hong Kong.
King Kong in Hong Kong was good. I was
That's
like,
kinda
yeah,
funny.
of course.
King
Dude,
Kong.
I
Hong Kong.
fucking love that battle.
Obviously, that fight was like obviously the one that we were all looking forward to. Like
That
that was
was-
the fight.
To me, I think that was the best fight in the entire MonsterVerse so far. Because
Yeah, I mean it was damn good.
It was awesome. B, it was visually like pleasing to watch because all the other ones, like that's what I like about this movie. It shows Godzilla during the day. Like we barely get to see him during the fucking day. So like, the first battle for him like in the water during the day was awesome. And then like the Hong Kong battle was like all the buildings are neon lights, so you can still see Godzilla and Kong.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is what I want to see. I want to see Godzilla literally get his ass kicked. Sometimes.
It was pretty cool to see like them doing that. I thought it was kind of like a bit. I don't know. I laughed a little bit when I saw Kong just running through the streets away from the beams. Like it just seemed like
he's like, this shit's too OP. Oh my god.
Like those, I had no idea that freaking Hong Kong had buildings that tall. Apparently, I doubt they do in real life, but it's just kind of funny to think that those buildings were so tall up to the part that they even towered over the Titans.
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna see. Let me see. Hong Kong skyscrapers.
Are Hong Kong skyscrapers even that tall? Because like Kong had to like climb on a few of them.
Oh
didn't he?
shit! Yeah, they're actually pretty. Fucking tall, dude. Like, damn, I'm looking at it right now, and
it looks pretty much
like. Okay, yeah. It's so yeah. Kong could definitely. I don't understand either because Kong is like swinging on top. I'm like, dude, how can like the buildings like not collapse when he's like on top of it?
I know, right? Those things are built to last.
Yeah, I'm like, they're not made of like regular fucking steel. They gotta be made of some like vibranium or something.
It was cool when he got to use like the axe, though. I mean, it was pretty badass. They got to like just chop him and shit. Like fuck, that was a good. That was awesome. You know what I'm saying?
You could tell that. Kong could definitely is like equal or even probably stronger, like close hand to hand, but like fucking range attacks. Godzilla's just gonna fucking spam
it was the range attacks. It's like when you play Mortal Kombat and like the dude playing Scorpion just keeps spamming like a fireball or some shit. Yeah, it's like fuck you, dude.
I'm like, he's like, yeah, oh, I don't have arms, but I do have atomic breath, so I'm gonna spam that. And Kong's like, dude, fucking stop. Swear to God, it's like it's like me getting like trying to get sniped from a GTA sniper, and I'm just like ragdolling and barrel rolling out of the way so I don't get fucking shot at. My God, dude, I did not. It's whatever, it's fine. But so that's barely any cuts either. Like they've been fighting for like it was like a 3 straight minute of them fighting, and of course cut off a few times. But then
for the stupid human storyline stuff.
Because that's the thing. I mean, King of the Monsters. That final battle, like. It cut off so fucking much, dude. Like, they fight for, like, 10 seconds.
Yeah, I remember you and I in the theater, we were just like, what the heck? Why on earth are they still cutting back to this stupid, like, Millie Bobby Brown storyline? Yeah. And in this movie, I was kind of sitting there thinking the same thing because it was the same crap. But she annoyed me a lot more in this movie than she did in the previous movies, if I'm being honest.
I know. The acting just was horrible. I hated it. Like
I can't tell if they told them to do that on purpose because I feel like that's just kind of the meme at this point. Like the acting in these movies isn't really that good.
Yeah, it's like
or if it was genuinely bad. You know what I mean?
I feel like she shouldn't have they shouldn't even have included her.
Yeah,
she didn't forward the plot at all.
Yeah, they did it. They just showed up. That's all they did. They just showed up.
I feel like if the crazy Alex Jones type dude like had that whole plot to himself. It would have been better if I'm being honest. Yeah. Like, granted, it wouldn't have been like they wouldn't have had the star power of Millie Bobby Brown. That's the whole reason why they had her stay because everyone's a Stranger Things addict.
Oh yeah, we definitely got like not only got that podcast guy hint. We had this guy, the guy from Deadpool 2, the little kid, who looks like our fellow podcaster Julian. And even
Say hi, Julian.
His name is Julian. That's his name. And I'm like, wait a minute. Hey, look, it's Julian, guys.
Yeah, whenever I'm, walking down the street, they're like, hey, you're that kid from Deadpool. I'm like, I get this a lot, but I'm not.
Now you gotta say, no, I'm not. I'm the kid from Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yeah, exactly. Because you look like him with the long hair and everything. I'm like, dude, it's Julian. And, oh, my, I hated that guy. I hated that kid. I did not like that kid in that movie, dude. Oh, my God. I'm sorry.
Everybody... All the humans in this movie are pretty much like very stupid. And I felt like the little kid that Kong talked to, she wasn't too bad, but
Gio was fine. Like I understand.
Maybe it's because she didn't talk. Maybe it's because she didn't talk.
Like her line delivery probably
would have been like, never mind.
Yeah, but no, she even with like her sign language, she still put emotion to that character, especially for. Like,
I will say,
a child actor,
it is. It is pretty interesting that Kong actually could talk in a way in that movie. Yeah. Like, that was actually kind of interesting, to be honest. It shows that Kong actually is pretty smart.
Yeah, Kong.
I really liked it when he started doing the sign language.
Yeah, like
It was really
Yeah,
cool.
like they added a lot more depth to Kong than I thought. I really do feel like Kong was supposed to be the hero of the movie because Godzilla literally just shows up at random points just to like cause mayhem and leaves, and then Kong on the other hand has got like this whole plot line.
yeah,
No,
like,
there's a reason for that.
yeah, because
Godzilla was attracted to the Ghidorah head and the other parts of Mechagodzilla
yeah.
and the other experiments they were
But
doing.
like Godzilla at least shows up for like I'm gonna say like a total of like 10 minutes on screen, and Kong maybe like 20-ish minutes.
I will say this. I'll say this. Now, granted, maybe I was too wrapped up in the fight to like understand. I just didn't give a shit about the human plot. But tell me this right now: if Godzilla would have gotten killed by Mechagodzilla, what was the consequence exactly?
Well, Kong,
It probably
Kong
would have.
dies.
It probably would have destroyed the world.
But no. But the thing is, remember it's made of metal and like, well, hang on. You can't cross the United States, but he could still like somehow cross like all over Europe because I think like you can go up to China, then Russia, and like and London. But I don't think you can go to the United States. And plus, he's made of metal and he's made of technology, so you can. Kill
And
him
he's a
easily.
robot.
Yeah, so you can easily dispatch him. It's not that hard.
Just drop an EMP. I mean, at this point, if a freaking company can make Mechagodzilla, I'm pretty sure Pacific Rim is happening right now as we speak.
Yeah,
It's the
and-
military
oh my
at that
God.
point.
Let's talk about that Mecha guy for a second. Mechagodzilla. I thought his design was pretty good. They actually give him big ass fucking arms.
Oh yeah.
With claws, and Godzilla's like, what
He
the
looked pretty
fuck,
cool.
man?
Granted, he did kind of look like a real. He kind of just looked like a Power Ranger villain, to be honest. But like he still
It's
looked
like-
pretty badass for the movie.
It's like one of those villains where they get like a miniature of the city, and someone's in a
Yeah, like the Megazord from like the Dino Rangers and stuff.
suit.
Yeah, dude, it was that Mechagodzilla.
I liked his design though.
It was fucking good. I liked it. Yeah,
Mechagodzilla was pretty cool. I mean, I will say it was pretty satisfying to see Mechagodzilla show up, especially after we had like Thor's plot line from Infinity War mixed with like Journey to the Center of the Earth sequel itis happening to us. You know what I mean? Like, it made it worth it. I felt like it was kind of worth seeing all that crap of like the center of the Earth and then getting the axe.
Yeah, that definitely does open up like for new movies and stories to show up because now they're gonna explore the whole Earth basically. That's like the entire Earth, but like under Earth. It's weird.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, like, it was fucking cool when I saw that apparently King Kong had been playing fucking Mortal Kombat for a while, because that kill he did on Mechagodzilla was a straight-up fatality. Like, can you not imagine, like, if that was, like, King Kong in a Mortal Kombat-style game and he pulls that shit, can you just not picture fatality showing up after he gets the kill?
Fatality. Yeah, it's, yeah, I'm glad he got the kill. Like, you just see Godzilla's, like, ass getting handed to him.
Yeah, Godzilla got his ass freaking whipped, and then Kong was like, "Step aside, bitch."
Yeah, I'll just,
I think that's the only thing I
mean-
liked about this movie.
I mean, Godzilla kind of fucked up Kong before that. So...
Understand this. In the end, Kong still wins. You know why? Godzilla could not beat Mechagodzilla. Kong kicked Mechagodzilla's ass.
Yeah.
So by default,
No.
and not only that, Kong's shoulder was dislocated. Without the shoulder dislocated, he kicked Mechagodzilla's ass. He wins.
Kong only got that because of surprise, because Mechagodzilla was focused on Godzilla.
It's because, remember, Mechagodzilla...
It's the intelligence, man. It's the intelligence.
He would've figured out
No.
The monkey brain.
He literally just came up behind him and ripped off the arm.
All
And then
spare
from
love
there,
and
it
war.
was easy.
No, he would have won against Mechagodzilla.
All spare love and war. His shoulder was dislocated.
He would have.
Mechagodzilla would have wrecked the shit out of King Kong.
No,
Okay, Isaac, all I'm going to say is this. I'm positive you could kick my ass in a fight, but I'm pretty sure if I dislocated your arm, I have a very good advantage at that point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So Kong got his ass kicked because his arm was dislocated. Now that shit was popped into place like it was at the end of the movie. He would have totally defeated
But dude,
Godzilla.
like right after he gets his like shoulder dislocated, you just see Godzilla turn into a fucking crocodile and is literally pissed the fuck off. Like, dude, you fucking hit me in the face. I'm gonna fucking bite your fucking feet and like slash your chest, dude. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Godzilla. What the hell was this Godzilla when he's fighting Ghidorah? That doesn't make any sense. Like,
Again, I probably missed a lot of the plot, but why exactly was Godzilla so pissed with Kong? Like, what was the point of him?
I think
It's an ancient rivalry between Godzilla's race
Let
and
me pull up the
King Kong's race.
Wikipedia.
So he just saw that and he was like, my ancestors.
No, it's more like, so remember, it's been confirmed that Ghidorah's call, when he did it in the last movie, Kong heard it, but he ignored it because Kong's a badass. So,
Yeah, Kong's like, yeah, fuck you, I answered a no, man.
That also means that Godzilla is an alpha titan, so he's definitely not gonna bow down to fucking Godzilla. And since Godzilla doesn't want to go to Skull Island, he just roams around. He's like, okay, as long as Kong is still on Skull Island, I'm fine, because he can't leave. But once he finds out, oh shit, he left, yeah, I'm gonna go fucking kill him. So really, Kong just upset the balance to Godzilla. I'm pretty sure Godzilla...
It wasn't even his fault, it was humanity that upset it, because humanity was like, yeah, let's just take him, guys.
We need Kong to find that power source.
I was pissed. Okay, when that happened, I was like, "Are you serious?" They've been hyping up this promo where he says we need Kong. It's on every YouTube video I've ever seen.
I know.
It's everywhere: Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever. It's we need Kong, and it wasn't even the line he said.
Yeah, he's like,
I was like,
we need Kong to find that power source. The world.
I was like, oh my
They're like,
God.
oh my god.
Hey man,
That's-
give the editing team credit, man. Give the editing team credit. They really pulled it out on that one.
That's when I turned it off. I was like, all right, this is dumb.
Yeah, I know. You like, I like, oh my god, you could turn off the movie. Like, I'm turning it off. You didn't say it right. I'm all like, dude, fucking watch it. But I hate. Okay, I heard a bunch of arguments online saying that there was no clear winner in this movie. Clearly, it was a tie because they teamed up against Godzilla. I'm like, you guys are stupid, right? Because Godzilla clearly won. He won 2 rounds. He fucking
Godzilla won despite the bullshit WWE storyline they had for the injury.
Yeah, exactly. So
Fuck you, Jaydyn.
See, I can admit that Godzilla won because
What's up?
Thank you.
Sure,
I can admit he won, but I will defiantly say that fight was unfair. The man was injured.
Yeah, and oh my god, when you shove that axe in his leg,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, he's gonna punch it later.
From Godzilla.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
He was injured from Godzilla because Godzilla defeated him twice.
He was injured.
The
Okay, you
first
know what? Let
round
me tell you.
wasn't fair. Was not fair. He was on.
Let
the
me tell you
fucking
this.
water.
Let me tell you this, Isaac. In the end, I still think Kong ultimately wins the war because he was so awesome. He died. Hell spat him out, and then he immediately killed someone. Immediately.
No. Fuck you. Fuck your logic.
He died, and Hell spat him out. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and there were a lot of. Did you notice a lot of references to the old fight? So remember, you know the fucking meme where like Kong shoves the tree in Godzilla's throat.
Yeah.
And just shoved that axe handle into his throat. I noticed that already. I'm like, oh fuck yes. And then I didn't notice the second part, but after seeing it the second time, when Godzilla gets revived, because Godzilla did beat him in the original, like on the first round, but like he got struck by lightning and he woke up and he beat Godzilla. But the movie was a tie. So in this movie, you see how the humans like they jumpstart his heart with electricity. Oh yeah, that's definitely a reference.
Dude, he quite literally is like Thor. Like, you know what I mean? Like he like
Thor.
Like Thor, you know, gets taken down and then like his heart gets jump started by some random thing, and then he comes back and then he has his Thor in Wakanda moment where he just kicks Mechagodzilla's ass.
Yeah, dude. But otherwise, yeah, Godzilla wins. I can admit that. But that means there's 2 kings. There's Kong is basically he's King Kong now. He's the king of the Hollow Earth, while like Godzilla is the king of the monsters, I guess. I mean, there you go.
In the end, I will say, I still think Kong, we need a rematch at some point without a fucking dislocated shoulder.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm definitely hoping. Like, there's
That's actually a good
for more movies coming out. Like, Legendary wants to continue, and I know definitely the people at Warner Brothers definitely want to restart it. It's all on Toho. Like, it depends on Toho.
That's actually a good question. What do you guys think if they do make another movie? What could be next? Like, what movie could be next in terms of like plot and like title?
I say they could go for another Kong movie in the Hollow Earth, and he fights like. I'm just gonna say I want him to fight Biollante, even though she's a Godzilla villain. She could definitely be a Kong villain, or they can make their own monsters. Like, I wouldn't mind making their own monsters or something. Or... They
could, but the problem is though is that I know how out of ideas Hollywood is, so it's probably gonna be something stupid.
Who knows? And then of course another Godzilla movie where I'm gonna say either fights Space Godzilla or Destroya. One of those three, and you can have.
I feel like
and Gigan even show up as well. Since you
I feel like if he fights like Space Godzilla or Destroya, the other one needs to be saved for a team up movie. I feel like the last movie needs to be like, if they're gonna keep going, if they want to use Destroya and Space Godzilla, one of them should be used in a single movie. And then the last one is going to be like Kong and Godzilla teaming up to take down either Destroya or Space Godzilla. And then it's like the final movie where it's like the ultimate destruction of everything we've ever known.
Yeah, no, the final movie should definitely be the Destroy All Monsters, where all the monsters come and fight, and they all fight each other, and basically all the monsters fight.
That was what we were supposed to get with King of the Monsters, but we never got that necessarily. It was kind of
really. Like, they just introduced all the Titans, but it wasn't really Destroy All Monsters. So they could definitely.
I'll tell you what, dude. I'm curious. What the hell is this universe gonna do now that Kong and Godzilla, like that whole fight's over? Like, because like I said, like earlier on in the podcast in the previous clip, what the hell is it like living in this world where at literally any moment a fucking monster like attack happens? What's gonna happen now that like quite literally two monsters went at it? Yet two in one area, they kicked each other's asses in like multiple areas. Like, I'm really curious, how do you live in a world like this where, like, literally a fucking monster could just come out of the fucking beach and then proceed to destroy everything?
Dude, I don't know, dude. Like, if I meet up with Kong, be like, hey, Kong, let's be best friends, dude. And then, like, I'm just Team Kong, and then I'll help him fight Godzilla, you know? Isaac, I don't like that. Don't do that.
So, final thoughts on the movie? Should we do that? Like, your ultimate scores?
Yeah, I mean, this is probably gonna be a short episode. I mean, like, it was a pretty plain and simple movie.
Yeah, there's really not much more behind it. Like, unlike the Snyder Cut, you know, where you have like a bunch of deeper things happening.
Like, dude, like I said, what I gave it, I gave it an 8 out of 10. That's what I'm giving it.
8 out of 10. Okay, just... Isaac, what do you give it?
Yeah.
Can I go last?
Fine. Yeah, I know your score already. You told me, but yeah.
Julian, what do you give it?
Yeah, Julian.
You go first. I got. Okay, fine. I'll go. All right. I really want to give this movie an 8, but the humans were just so distracting from everything.
Yep.
Yeah, I hated it. So I would give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I mean, it was pretty much what I was expecting. I liked it though. I did like everything that wasn't Millie Bobby Brown. You know.
You don't want to watch Stranger Things, the fucking sequel.
Pretty much, yeah. And I don't want to watch Deadpool 3 with no Deadpool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I think the runtime definitely helped with this movie.
Oh yeah.
Like, I know they filmed a lot of shit. Like, they had to cut some.
Yeah, but
remember
it was good when the movie like ended right after the fight. Like, the movie happens, the fight happens, and then the movie like ends like maybe 3 minutes later.
If this movie was like 2.5 hours, that would just be like, eesh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would.
It would have just been a bunch of human bullshit.
Yeah.
It would have been all human stuff,
but, like,
basically.
It was pretty fast paced, dude. Like, I wasn't bored like once. Like, I was pretty engaged with everything. So,
yeah, I mean,
I kind of got bored when they went to like the center of the earth. I was like, okay, I don't really care about the storyline, to be honest.
Oh no, the only part I got bored in was when the two kids were going to see the guy.
Yeah, that was the only boring part of the movie. Was
just and just really all of those parts with them, besides the part where they discover Mechagodzilla.
Oh, I love.
I was just bored.
They put a Tide Pod joke in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
What the fuck? That's like they're like 5 years too late. My God.
I think it's because they filmed it in like late 2018.
Yeah, you're right. 2018, 2018. But no, I thought Tide Pods were thinking like 2016, 2017. So like
that's when they wrote the script.
That was 2018. 2018 was definitely the Tide Pod. I remember the Tide Pods in 2018.
Actually, no. I think in 2017 is when they started production.
That's when they started writing.
Oh, they started writing it in March 2017.
You definitely know they can like ad lib and like add random stuff to like scripts. You know what I mean? Isaac, were you gonna go next or no?
Oh,
he wants to go last.
Yeah.
I give this movie a solid 7 out of 10. I don't think it's the greatest movie ever, but I mean, I can't say I was disappointed. I mean, I got what I was expecting.
Exactly.
I was expecting a shitty human plot. I was expecting Godzilla versus Kong. I was expecting a Mecha Godzilla fight. And normally I'd bring the score down if my guy lost, which he did. But considering he did a fucking fatality Mortal Kombat style on Mecha Godzilla, I was like, I'm not going to take a point off because that was damn good.
I do have one small problem. I wish they would have featured a bit more of the old Titans. Like, they all just said, they all went to sleep. I'm like, no, I wanted to, like, see, like, some of them, like, pop up, like, Rodan and, like, Methuselah. Remember when I said that
Save that for... Save that for Destroy All Monsters.
Because I know everyone's saying, oh, Godzilla killed all the other Titans, and Godzilla and Kong are the only ones left. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure he only killed the Mutos and Ghidorah. All the other Titans submitted to Godzilla and just went back to sleep.
If he killed all the other Titans, I'm positive there would not be much of a world left to have a fight on.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, why would they introduce all these fucking monsters and then have Godzilla kill all of them? Like, no, I don't like that. That's just so stupid and a waste of time. Like, all these cool looking monsters. But that's my other problem is I wish there were more monsters besides the one bird that looks like that one senator dude. And
Mitch McConnell.
Nozuki, yeah. Yeah.
Alrighty, Isaac, you are up.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna give it a 7.
7.
A 7? Okay, yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Again, like what you guys said, it's exactly what I was expecting. The fight scenes between the Titans were really, really good. Humans, the acting was horrible, besides a few couple of instances, but yeah, it was a pretty entertaining movie. Like, I wasn't really bored. It filled all of the quotas for me, but it wasn't like excellent. So
Yeah, I agree.
I think in terms of the human plot, I think the best human plot is always going to be Skull Island.
Yeah, Skull Island's the best.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Skull Island actually had a pretty decent human plot. Like, you had different arcs going on. It might just be because they had a lot better actors, in my opinion, too. Because they had Tom Hiddleston, they had John C. Reilly, they had
the other two.
They had Sam Jackson. Like, they had a lot of they had good actors for Kong Skull Island. Granted, the characters were not by any means like the deepest things on earth, but they were at least entertaining to watch.
They were definitely better characters. Like,
they were entertaining to watch. They were funny.
Yeah, the weakest character in the whole MonsterVerse either had to be the Skarsgård's character or Aaron Taylor Johnson's character. Like
Quicksilver.
Yeah, old Quicksilver. They had like the worst characters because like if you would have just had Bryan Cranston in the first one and have his character been through all these movies, I would have loved it. They should have done that.
It would have been so much better.
They needed an actor. They needed an actor that had the star power and like the love of an audience to keep it going. I really do feel. Yeah, you're right. Bryan Cranston.
They should have kept.
If he would have stayed if they would have kept him from start to finish, it would have been actually pretty cool. Granted, I don't think we would have said it's high art, but we would have been like, "Hey, Bryan Cranston's in a Godzilla movie and he's the star. Let's do it."
Yeah, I'm like,
that's plus 1 point for me.
Even in the trailers, like he's like, "Oh, you have no idea what's coming." Like they promote his like character throughout the entire like trailer, and they kill him off, and then you're stuck with the son, who they barely fucking promoted. Like you just see his face. He only speaks like one thing in the trailer, and that's it. And I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
I feel like if they had like characters that like existed throughout these movies, it probably would be.
I mean, you kind of had that with Kyle Chandler, and Millie Bobby Brown. But again, they were just so. Yeah. They picked the worst characters for it. They just picked a stupid family instead of picking like an actual like somebody like Bryan Cranston, who probably would have added a lot more like dramatic intensity to the situation.
Yeah, you would have like if King of the Monsters just focus on Monarch, don't like focus on like the family, just focus on Monarch with Bryan Cranston. Maybe his son will show up. Who fucking knows? And then like Godzilla vs Kong. Okay, yeah, maybe add that one chick with the Gia, and then have Bryan Cranston, and then that's it. You'd be fucking better, dude. Like, damn.
Exactly.
Like, just have one human character like consistently show up, so this universe feels like it's a universe, not like So that's
I don't feel like it's a story because, like, again, like you said, it's just a bunch of random people showing up at this point. You're just the humans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's if I were to fix it, I would just have one character throughout the entire thing. Like Sarah, I think Sarazawa would have been pretty good. Oh, let's not freaking Sarazawa. Did you guys notice that was his son, right? Like in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, the Asian guy who piloted. Yeah, that's his name is Ren Sarazawa. And you know how you know how much they wasted his bitch ass. They fucking wasted him, dude. Like,
they have a good idea of wasting the human aspect of these movies.
Like this guy is Ren Sarazawa. I'm like, Sarazawa? Wait, is he like related to like? But no, it's his son. And why does he want to kill Godzilla? Why is he making Mechagodzilla? Like, we don't fucking know. Because they don't fucking care. They just put that. If they just call him Ren, okay, yeah, he's just a boring like character. But then they had to make it Sarazawa. I'm like, okay, he's important. He might have an arc. No. He just pilots Godzilla and fucking dies. That's all he fucking does.
Unless they're like, oh, he had a lot of resentment towards his father or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because Godzilla was more important than me. Okay, yeah, say that. They never said anything.
Yeah.
They just said Ren Sarazawa once, and that's it. Like, it's so stupid. Maybe if just get rid of Millie Bobby Brown, and maybe you could focus on his character a bit. And they're like, oh, what I'm doing is wrong. Okay, I'll stop Godzilla, and then he sacrifices himself or something like his dad did.
What we can all agree on is that Millie Bobby Brown's character has no place in this universe at all.
She does not. Like, I would have had just Bryan Cranston. Okay, Kyle Chandler, I like him too. It's kind of funny that he's in another Kong movie because he was in King Kong 2005. And he's in this one. So, but yeah, like Millie Bobby Brown, no, it's just a teenager wanting to feel important. That's what her character establishes. And then there's Julian that just shows up like, oh, I drink tap water. Like, hey, Julian, do you drink tap water?
What's wrong with tap water?
Oh my god, you're disgusting. It's fluoride in it. I don't want to drink it. Government tracks you.
Alrighty.
All right. Well,
I think that cuts it on this. What's gonna be the next episode?
Like I said, underrated movies. Since there's
get ready for some hot takes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and then I think after that episode, I think by then Mortal Kombat is gonna come out, so we can definitely talk about that.
Mortal Kombat, and if not, we could probably talk about Falcon and Winter Soldier. That's coming pretty soon.
I think it's gonna end next week, so we can definitely talk about the whole series.
There you go.
And let's make sure this one doesn't take like almost a month to make.
So let's hopefully the military.
Calm down.
Hope the military can really do stuff. Hint. Lol. All right. Well, I guess we're ending this podcast. Well, like, thank you guys for watching the third episode. Sorry it took so long, but life happens. All right.
See y'all.
See y'all next episode.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
Bye.
Later.